I'm Jessica.
I'm Jeanette.
And we are So Sweet Quilt Shop in Brunswick, Missouri. And today we're going to do our chat. So this is after the new year. So 2025, our first chat after the new year.
January the 3rd.
January the 3rd. So we have been closed for a couple weeks, but now we're back. We did live shopping this morning on our Facebook page. So go over and watch that. And this is just going to be a chat. So we each have 8 projects that we're going to share with you from our sewing spaces. Some of the things we'll have here in the shop, we'll tell you that if we have them, the pattern, the kit, or the book. But if you really want to do any shopping with us, you need to go over to our Facebook page and watch live shopping every Friday. It's just 30 minutes, so it's short and sweet. Or come visit us in Brunswick, Missouri at our shop. And
you can always call the shop if you see something on YouTube that you're like, I really want that pattern, but you didn't sell it on Facebook. You could still call the shop or private message us, and we will connect that way and try to get you taken care of.
Yes. All right, anything else?
Nope.
All right, I'll let Mom go first. I still got my stuff to get out.
Okay. Number 1 for me is I finished the binding on my cathedral quilt. So this is, I think when I showed it last week, I had it sewn on by machine, but I hadn't hand stitched the back yet. So it's all hand stitched, and this is ready to stay in the shop.
Oh.
This is Cathedral Villa Rosa pattern, and we have done this in several colorways. And I don't think we have the blue colorway, but we had one with a blue Thimble Blossoms fabric line.
Yes, I think we
So where the orange was an Essex linen, kind of a blue chambray. It's a nice size quilt. We do have the pattern. This is a Jen Kingwell jelly roll. So we do have this jelly roll still. And this orange is actually a speckled by Ruby Blue Society, I think.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, speckled.
Anyway, this will end up being Jessica's eventually after it's in the shop for a while, but there's that pretty backing I got from the clearance room. I want to say I even got a label on this one. I think on the edge. Oh yes, I get.
Oh yes, got her little labels on there. That's so cute.
So that'll go to Jessica. Got even this little added label that we sell here.
I'll be ready for it. I'll be waiting.
Yeah, because you don't have any quilts at your house.
I don't have any. Okay, so last time I was on here, I was in a binding race because I keep track of my finishes for the year. And so for 2024, I was trying to hit 24 finishes. And I hit 21 because I didn't get binding on
At least 3 of them.
At least 3, but I actually think I have more than that need binding. So anyway, they will just go into 2025 because they cannot count as a finish unless they have binding. That's my rule. That's my boundary. Yeah. So anyway, I did these 2 little runners I got binding on.
That's cute. That binding turned out cute on those.
Yes, before the end of the year. So this one, and it's got my little label made by Jessica. And I got binding on this one. And I couldn't find the pattern at home, so I'm thinking I got left here, but it's called Dandy Candy.
Little hard plastic kind of a thing.
Yeah, and it just uses a charm pack and then this. And one charm pack, I did both runners. I just had to buy binding. All right.
Cute.
That was
That's number 1. Number 2 for me is I finished the Merry Retro Christmas one. Isn't it cute?
Yeah,
So this is cross stitch now.
So you finished this.
I did.
That's cute.
Not fully finished, of course.
Well, it's not like in a frame, but
No.
all the stitching's
All
done.
the stitching's done. So there's the pattern. We do have the pattern in the shop. I showed it last week. I still had some stitching to do. And now it's done. Isn't it cute? It's very
That's
bright.
really cute.
Why does it look backwards? It won't be when you see it.
No, it won't be when we're done.
Okay. So,
All right, so next is another one I finished binding on.
and I
before the end of the
stitched
year.
that on
Oh.
28 count, 2 threads over 2. So it really turns it into 14. I don't know if anybody wanted to know that.
I'm sure you did. Okay, so then this one I didn't have done, and I got it done. So
That
it
one
went
turned out really cute.
into 2024 countdown.
I've seen you post that one on Instagram. I like it.
Yep, and I put 2 little labels on it. Made with Love by Jessica, and this one says, "You are loved."
Cute.
So cute.
Yes, it's almost springy.
Oh, it's very springy.
Very springy.
We do not have the pattern or the fabric
Because it was one of those 5 1-yard cut
patterns, and yeah, the fabric I bought at a different shop.
Okay. It's going to be a binding parade, I'm thinking.
Kind of. I got
Kind
some
of.
extra things.
Okay, we Santa. I got the Chanel trim on, so I think I showed you last week. I say last week, but whenever we did our last video, I had the Santa done. This is We Santa 2023. Isn't he cute? But now he has fuzzy chenille on
Oh
him.
yeah, last week you were just showing us your Chanel idea.
So the color's called Algae, which I think is really cute on there with that limey green.
It is really cute.
And if you've never done Chanel trim, basically put your object all together and then you're just whip stitching it down. So you want your thread to match the color of your Chanel trim and you're just, whipping it down, holding it, whipping it, whipping it. So, and your thread disappears, of course, if you got the same color as your Chanel.
Very cute.
But done, fully finished. Yahoo for me.
Yay. Okay, so this one I got binding on it too. This is, I don't
Does your
remember.
little fingers hurt while you're
Oh, I
binding?
need to trim the bind and trim it up on this one. I got thread everywhere.
Thread everywhere.
Yes, I had to wear little, thimble things.
Little protectors.
Yeah. But the binding's all on this.
This one turned out really cool. This is a free pattern.
I
by-
couldn't find the pattern when I was at home. So.
Some exploding star or
Yeah.
something like that.
Anyway, binding's on it. It's done. It's got some labels. I put Quilt Snuggles and then Made with Love by Jessica.
So free pattern, and I think it's on North
I think it's Robert Kaufman actually.
Robert Goffman, but it's like exploding star or glacier star. Or...
I have the pattern at home somewhere, and I've posted it on Instagram, so you can always go there.
Instagram. I know I've made this one too with Christmas. It takes a layer cake, so it's really a fast one. The next thing I'm going to show you is our January small. So we do a year of smalls, and this is January 2025, so I have it finished. This is the pattern. You can see I still have the embroidery work to do. I think it says love you more. And you have the option, you don't have to do it, but I do want to do the embroidery work. I showed this on YouTube video today, so if
we
you're
showed the kits, or we sold the kits.
we sold the kit on our live shopping this morning. It's so cute.
It is really
The
cute.
background, you can see those little circles, and they're really showing up in there. We just went around the shop and did reds and pinks for our Fat Ace, I think they are. Cute.
Very nice. Okay, so I made this basketball quilt, and we are donating this to our local school, to the junior class, and they're gonna raffle it for homecoming week.
Oh, fun.
Yep, so anyway, I talked to their class sponsor, and the class is gonna come up with raffle tickets and prices and all that, but I said, once they come up with that, I will post it, so if anyone, I know you guys are quilters and you could do your own thing, but if anyone is interested, you could buy raffle tickets. But anyway, this is so
We also have her daughter, my granddaughter, who is a junior.
yes, she is a junior, yeah. And so it's a basketball quilt, so it's gonna be raffled for basketball homecoming, a flannel back.
And it's red and black, which is our Brunswick colors. May not be your school colors, but who doesn't love a basketball quilt?
Yeah, and then I put on the tag, it says how to take care of the quilt.
So I think we still have them labels too, how to care for your quilt.
I think so.
Have you washed it?
Yes.
I said it's got a
been
nice
washed.
wrinkly look to it.
Yep, it's ready. So anyway, it's a good size, and yeah, the quilt shop's donating that to the junior class in our local school.
In our local school. Right, the next thing is my Helen quilt. So I did not bring the pattern over here, but the Helen quilt is a kitchen table quilting, I believe, pattern.
I think so, yeah.
So I've been making this one for a while, and it is a big quilt for me, and I'm about half done with the hand sewing. But when I showed it 2 weeks ago, I didn't even have the binding sewn on. So now I do have it all sewn on and partially, about half.
It's pretty.
This thing is a big one, 70, I want to say it's 78 or maybe it's 80 by 90 or something. I think it's bigger. I think it's growing every night. I have it. If I'm stitching on it, I'm thinking, it's just never done. It's getting bigger.
Getting bigger with the binding.
But it is huge. We do sell a pattern, the Helen quilt. We also sell a fat quarter package, which is similar to my colors. So some of these colors come out of my stash. It is mostly Tilda, but it does have a couple other.
And we put together some fat quarter packs.
Which is similar.
Yeah.
And then the background is an Essex linen called Seafoam. So if you're interested in that, so it just goes perfect. Ooh, that's a pin. That was not very good.
Get stabbed.
Still has a pin in it.
Okay, so I think I showed this the last time. This little pattern, I've made this several times. It's a very quick sew. Finishes 48 by 64, uses 9 fat quarters. But I have this fat quarter pack that I bought somewhere, and it's got more than 9, so I'm gonna make it bigger.
Oh yeah, that's cute.
And where you see the black, I picked this grunge.
Oh, yeah. Which is not black, it's kind of brown.
It's kind of a brown, got a little bit of gray in it.
Or something.
Yeah, so it'll be a really quick sew.
Is that a new color for us, that grunge?
I have
New color to my eyes.
idea. I think
Kind of
you
brown,
helped
but
me
not
pick
brown.
I think you helped
I
me
like
pick
it.
out.
I like it. Okay.
So now that I'm, I can breathe with the binding, because anything that's done now will be for 2025.
That's
I
right.
can go back to making
Let the binding story end.
Yeah, because I think I still have 6. I think I have 6 things that need
Left to
binding.
bind. Whew. I do try to keep up my binding. I have some friends that, will have 7 or 8 quilts at a time.
Whatever. She's so much better.
No, it's just that I don't make things as fast as you do. So
Oh, please.
oh please, it's true. It's like she had 4 table runners done, and I didn't make any. She does get things done faster than me.
But they have to have bindings, though.
But they do. They're not done until they have binding.
And I'm just not going to pay someone to do that.
I'm not either. I'm not willing to do that.
I want to
I'll
do
pay
it
people to
myself.
clean my house.
Yes, clean my house so I can do my bindings.
That's so I can do my binding. Makes good sense.
Yeah.
All right, so we are doing, or I am doing, the Little Miss Sawtooth as a block of the month, and I now have December, January, February done.
Yay.
So these are turning out so pretty. So we're just doing similar colors, which I guess probably goes like that.
Cute.
December you have 2 blocks to make, and then January and February is just 1 block. So it was like, wow, that packet only has 1 in it. That was fast. But the colors are just something that I probably wouldn't necessarily sew with very often.
But we
With
just
that
try to
chestnut and goldie and lots of low volume prints. Anyway, we're moving right along. It goes on for 12 months. And so now I think we are 6 months in with these 3 months being done.
No idea. Okay, so next up is we're doing this orange crush as a quilt along on our private Facebook group. Lots of you have been posting pictures, so you'll be added. If you posted any progress, you'll be added to a drawing for prizes at, I think we said February 15th, because we were given 2 months.
Yeah, because she was given all of December and January.
Yep, so it'll be February.
Have you done any giveaways yet?
No.
So you gotta get on that, girl.
I should, yes.
Because it's January now.
But you've been posting, you're gonna be added in. Just your progress. I say you don't have to have it finished. But anyway, I was in a binding race.
Oh
so
yeah,
I
but
didn't
those are
get
turning out so neat.
I didn't get any more blocks done, but this is what I have done so far.
I think you have to do 36 of those.
I've counted them and I have them wrote down somewhere, but I don't remember. And then this is gonna be where the orange is.
So yours is going to be lighter and brighter, I think, because it's not dark. It's going to be pretty.
Anyway, maybe now I can get started
And
back on
is that a Jen Kingwell layer cake?
It is.
Because I think a layer cake is what you could use, or you can just do scrappy all the way.
I thought I wrote it down in here, but I don't see it.
Okay, so my next thing is Randolph and Rudy. I made a little progress on that. So this is a kit I put together, I think, last month maybe. I've just been dying to make it. Once I put it together, I mean, I've been eyeballing this since it come in the store quite some time ago.
We showed it on our live shopping, sold out of all of them we had, cut more. Now we're at the point of we are out of the background, waiting on background, and the patterns I think did just come in
I
today.
think the patterns come in today. So wait, I got started just barely. So when you look at this pattern, when you get to really studying it, there's like 3 bears that are exactly the same. Same pants, same sweater. Deers are the same way, so you're gonna do sets of 3. So I've done, and the pattern actually tells you to do the center sweaters first. So look how cute they are. So that's where I started.
Because each little sweater has its own little block. Isn't that cute?
And these little pants are gonna go with the sweater, isn't that cute?
That's adorable.
So I just started with number 1. I thought, why not? Just go across. So,
So I see those 3 are all the same.
so the whole row is, you know, basically all of them.
Yeah.
That's all I got done, folks. It's so exciting.
I'm excited. Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, they're little tedious patterns. If you are not familiar with Elizabeth Hartman, you just know that's the way it rolls.
It's going to be a slow process.
It's going to be a slow process.
Okay, so I brought in Stairway to Heaven pattern. We do have this in the shop, but I bought this somewhere else. It uses a jelly roll. Mom got me.
I got you that.
You
did.
That's
gonna be so cute with that.
Yeah, Mom got me this jelly roll. So I'm going to pick out a background
And get started on that.
and make this
Just like that.
as soon as possible. I know I showed this to you guys before, and
It's still in her inspiration. I looked at this thing for 6 months probably before I got the nerve. I thought, I'm just gonna kit it for the live shopping. And then that was it. Once I started organizing it all, it's like, okay, well, that one of them's coming home with me.
so you should have one more.
Pieces are falling out. Doesn't
Or I have one more.
I do have one more. My cross stitching. So this is my last.
What she
thing.
just showed you is the Randolph kit.
Well, when you was talking about that, you said you've been wanting to start on it. I was just saying that sometimes, you know, you have to really percolate an item before you get started on it. And that's kind of what happened
It
to me
has to
there.
wait. It has to go through a waiting process.
That's right. Thinking, waiting. So this is Miss Eliza cross stitch. This is my last
This is
item.
also one that's
Been
waiting.
It's been a 2-year plus probably. But this is the sampler. It's done with an acrylic wool blend type of thread, which I thought I was going to just love, and turns out I don't so much love it.
I love the way it looks.
So I don't like working with it. It's
Yeah.
kind of
Fuzzy
fuzzy. And I guess it's the wool in it, but it just is kind of tedious. You have to use a bigger needle with a larger eye to get it threaded. You know, you're not separating it. Anyway, I made progress. I did complete the rainbow, and I almost have this other moth done. So, I mean, I'm still not halfway. Would you think halfway? Maybe.
No.
Good thinking.
Maybe, I don't know.
But I mean, this right here is the bottom, so then it's just
I
going to
mean,
go all the
it
way
might
across.
be because, you know, think about this in half.
If you cut that in half, you think about it. But I mean, there's a lot of color changes just on one flower, and it looks so dark. I say that every time, but it's really not that dark.
It's not that dark in real life. It's pretty bright, really. I don't know why it looks so dark in that picture, but.
And this was the first year that I went to a cross stitch market in Nashville. I mean, it was actually in Franklin, which is right by Nashville. And they had the old sampler of the original there, and it just sold me. But, you know, if it takes 5 years, it takes 5
Whatever.
years.
5 years.
I don't even know what the stitch count is. I probably should have known that before I started, huh? I don't know.
Like 600 by 600.
300 stitches wide by 300 stitches high.
Yes, she big.
She's a big girl.
Okay, so this is something Mom had bought me at a shop as a kit.
Oh,
Remember
that's
this?
from Ireland.
Yeah, I got it done, but I didn't have it didn't come with a binding, so I was hunting around in my stash, and I have this. I thought that would be a great
Not
binding.
everybody does kiss like we do. We always include binding.
Yeah.
Did it have the border?
Yeah. No, I added the border too.
Oh, Jessica, that thing's cool. Look how cool it looks in there.
Yes.
That
So
is
the kit had all this, and I added this,
inner and outer border.
and then I'm gonna put that for the binding.
That'd be pretty on there.
And it was Giddy Goat kit that you bought me when you went to Ireland.
And that was the name of the shop, Giddy Goat.
So cute.
Giddy Goat Patchwork Sewing Studio. And they just had all kinds of scrappy stuff
To
in there.
remind me when Mom went to Ireland and
So
left
you
me
need
here.
so you need that label in there.
Yeah,
This is all I got.
Mom went to Ireland and I stayed home.
And this is all I got.
I'm glad that you got to go to Ireland.
And she also got a really pretty sweater.
I did get a really pretty sweater that I do wear, and a necklace. Yeah.
That's all mine. I went through all mine.
Okay, we're done.
We're done.
All right. Well, thank you so much, and have a great rest of your weekend. And we'll see you next week.
Yep.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Happy New Year.
I think what this